So it comes down to, what could InProcess do to invoke me to collect more?
The final question I have for you today is, looking at your payments right there, the last time that you have made a payment on InProcess was the 13th of August. So it has been a month and 10 days since you've done anything on InProcess in terms of collecting. And I'd just like to ask, what changes can I be making to make your collecting more consistent? Or is the platform the friction, or is there an external reason as to why you haven't done any collecting in the past month?
So it has, I think, more to do with the arrangement between the artist and the collector. In this case, Forrest and I were running an experiment where part of my patronage, usually the relationship that Forrest and I have financially is where I have a stipend that's paid outside the scope of InProcess. And we were experimenting with the idea that instead of, Forrest airdropping me everything that he puts in InProcess, that I would collect everything, and the sum of those collects would end up being the same as the stipend. But it turns out that is a lot more work for me, and it was just much easier to get an airdrop, and also for Forrest to message me whenever he did an airdrop in lieu of having notifications. So it comes down to, what could InProcess do to invoke me to collect more? I feel like that is part of the conventions that we're making up for InProcess, where it's almost manifesto level, where we talk about, this is how InProcess serves the collector and the artist together. Or really the patron and the artist, because some patrons may want to collect and some patrons may not care. Like a patron that is not at all crypto based may not care as much about collecting versus one who really wants to accumulate these things in his wallet. That is, if that's the convention, then InProcess as a website should absolutely serve that dynamic. So I think it's a high level question, like, how important is collecting as part of that relationship?